Good Thursday afternoon. Meteorologist John Birchfield here with that forecast. After an icy morning, we're gradually going to see conditions melting away into the afternoon with improving roadways and mainly just wet road conditions. There could still be a few slick spots on driveways and sidewalks and also in parking lots. So as you're walking to and from your car, use caution and be aware that there could still be a few slippery spots. Weather impacts this afternoon. Roadways going to be mostly just wet. There could still be a few slippery spots on untreated surfaces, some of those side roads as well as bridges and overpasses. However, driveways and sidewalks may still be slippery, so use caution as you're stepping outside this afternoon. The hourly forecast on our free weather app does show you just cloudy skies, and with temperatures warming up above freezing, that'll contribute to melting ice. Temperatures are expected to be in the mid to upper 30s through lunchtime, briefly topping out around 40 degrees as a west wind picks up with a cold front. That system is now pushing off towards the mid-Atlantic and New England. There is a swath of snow stretching from upstate New York back towards Boston with that wintry mix close by New York City and the nation's capital seeing just some rain chances on the south side of that storm. Temperatures have been hovering right around that freezing mark over the course of the midday. Temperatures in the low 30s across the metro, mid 30s towards Upper Sandusky and Norwalk, where it is a little milder south of Toledo. The hour-by-hour forecast shows you a cloudy and dry afternoon. Temperatures are going to top out in the upper 30s to near 40, and it is expected to stay quiet Friday into the start of the weekend. That is ahead of our next weather disturbance. We'll have more on that coming up in just a bit. Temperature-wise, we are expecting that we'll reach the upper 30s to near 40 degrees this afternoon, and that'll contribute to melting conditions. High temperatures could briefly touch 40 degrees, ice melting away. There is going to be a west wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour that does develop, and it makes it feel a little bit colder than the thermometer suggests. Dry and quiet weather is expected for your Friday. In the wake of a cold front, we are going to drop back to the lower 30s. What about the weekend? Well, we have another alert day for your Saturday, especially highlighting the PM hours as another winter storm system delivers that infamous wintry mix. This one could contain a little bit more snow and sleet and not quite as big of a freezing rain concern. And Super Bowl Sunday looks cool and partly cloudy at 30 degrees. We are tracking the impacts of a wintry mix that'll come in Saturday during the afternoon hours. Icy conditions are possible, but it is going to be more snow to the north of Toledo and the metro, likely to see a mix of snow and also sleet as opposed to all freezing rain like we experienced last night. So let's break down the hour-by-hour timeline. Dry weather is expected through midday. We're going to be highlighting areas south and west to see a little bit more ice and north and east to see a little bit more snow. As we set the clock into motion, you'll see some of that wintry weather arriving by mid to late afternoon. And again, a band of snow possible across southern Michigan with the freezing rain chances well south of Toledo. Could see a bit of that slushy mix across the metro, especially during the Saturday evening hours. Snow and sleet going to impact the Toledo metro. Freezing rain chances down towards Lima and Columbus, far to the south of Toledo, and that wintry mix tapers off Saturday evening. You'll notice already by about 11 o'clock p.m. seeing that wintry weather push off towards the east. So it is going to be a pretty narrow windows from say 3 p.m. to midnight on Saturday. More snow is expected from the metro across lower Michigan. Could see some ice, but ice is not going to be the biggest threat, more so just that snow and sleet slush. Mostly ice is expected south of the river, areas from BG down towards Findlay and Upper Sandusky, and areas well south of our area are actually likely to see a little bit more rainfall out of this system. Weather impacts for the rest of today could include a few slippery sidewalks and driveways, but overall the ice is going to be melting away. Saturday, another wintry mix chance. This go around could contain a little more snow, and we do get a few dry and quiet days next week and a break from the active storm track ahead of some snow shower chances in the middle of the week. Dry weather Super Bowl Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures do fall back to the 20s, and there is the chance we do see some snow showers, especially on Thursday. As of now, it looks to be a pretty low impact storm system with the biggest threats of snow occurring south of us, and the 10-day forecast likely to stay on the colder side through the middle of February.